Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. Just gonna sit down. I had to adjust, trying to see if I can adjust my camera. So, I was watching Septeria 18, Sandy. She was creating some cute pockets. Now, I think her size was I don't remember how big it was, but anyway, I went with a big one. And I made this pocket that I thought was really cute, like a loaded envelope, I guess, only it's not an envelope. And I thought maybe I would show you my version of what I did. So it kind of looks like a little shirt, and you can fill it up here. I put two little slits here and a pocket in the back so that you can load it right up. So it's a loaded something. You could tell I don't do these very often. This was one-sided. This one that I'm going to use is two-sided so that this will be patterned. But I just wanted to share my version. I made it with a 9x9, and I'm going to cut my paper. I know I should have done this ahead of time, but I wanted to get this video done, and I wanted to make sure that I did a good job of creating that little loaded shirt. It's a loaded shirt. That's what it is. So you'll have to bear with me because I'm not that good at stuff. Okay, first thing I want to do, it depends on which way you want it to turn. This one here, it doesn't matter. So the first thing, she didn't score anything, she just folded. Her paper has got to be good. It's thinner than this. This is very thick. I don't know if it's because my paper is old or what, but I believe, yeah, I made it 2.5 inches here. So let me do exactly the same thing I did with that one. Okay. So at 2.5 inches, so it's a 9x9, doesn't matter which side. I just want to score it at 2.5. And if this paper is older, so it may split. I hate that. Usually what I do is if my paper splits, I'll use washi tape to cover it. Okay, did I do that right? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The next thing I did was, if I'm not mistaken, I scored that side at, sorry, I'm not prepared. Let's just do 2.5 and see what happens. All right, I'm going to score it again. So it was 2.5 there. I think if I score it at 2.5 on both sides, I don't think I scored it at 2.5. 9, 2.5. This is a bad tutorial, guys. I think I'm going to do it at 2.25 because I want one side to overlap the other. All right, so let's do this again. On your 9x9, I'm going to score at 2.5 to get my bottom pocket. And then to have it fold over, I'm scoring one side at 2.5. I'm flipping it around and scoring at 2. Oh, why is this one off? It's supposed to be 2.25. And I think my paper was crooked when I folded it. So forgive me for that. Oh, I think I'll leave that here. I think I'll leave that here. So now I'm going to, whoops, it was the wrong way. Fold this up because I want the shirt to be flowered. So we're going to fold that one and fold, there we go. So it's going to be over about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so let me show you again in case I kind of went too fast, but that's because I just made this and I'd forgotten what I was doing. So we've got our bottom half. Now, depends on what side you want it in. I want this to be the shirt and this to be the inside. So that means that I have to fold the inside, and this is going to be my shirt. I call it my shirt. Going to turn it over and we're going to score. We're going to just burnish our 2 score marks right here, especially at the bottom. I'm finding that is okay. All right. Now I need my scoreboard again, because the way she did it, she had 2 pockets here. And I didn't want 2 pockets. I wanted it to kind of look like the shirt was folded. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I could have left it like this, but I didn't like it. I decided I wanted to have 2 little tuck spots. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I wanted 2 little tuck spots here. So what I did was the score line here and here. Okay, I'm score mark at the cut line. Score mark at the cut line. So this little square, we're cutting it right in half. There we go. By George, I think we've got it. What I like about this is that there's not a lot of gluing. Now, as you can see, I like to line up the bottom, and sometimes the paper is very stiff, and I need, see, and it even rips my paper. This is old paper, and I really wanted it to be as close to the bottom here as I could. So if you're doing this, hopefully you'll have better paper. And there we go. Okay, the next thing, in order to make my little shirt things here, the little collar, I take my bone folder to encourage the paper to curl. I hope I'm not out of focus here. Okay. Now, what you can do is, and what I do, is tuck. I'm tucking in those 2 for now, because I want to form a little collar here. And I don't want to squish that, but I can kind of push this part down at the bottom and try and make it straight, like straight across. And I don't want my head to get in the way, but that's approximately okay. Then I'm going to pull this one over and try and do the same. Try and have them as straight as I can. So it's going to be a little messy here. All right. The next thing, even before I do any gluing, the next thing I want to do is poke a hole in the shirt, because I want to use a brad to hold it down. You can use just glue if you want. Yeah, I have some tiny little brads here, and I have a heck of a time holding on to them with my fat fingers. I guess they're fat. I don't know. Come on. The other thing you can do, and there's my little brad, is get a circle punch, or if you have a sticker or something, I would suggest you put it on there. I'm not going to do it right now. I just want to get these kind of done. That's as straight as I'm going to get it. Put it about, maybe about an eighth of an inch or a little bit more than an eighth of an inch up. I don't know if that's an eighth of an inch. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. And we're going to poke our brad in. Oh, I just ripped the paper. This is old paper I had picked up at that multi-craft store, and a lot of their paper is very old. I mean, it's great for cutting up and using, but not so great. I mean, it is ripped, but whatever. Okay, so we've got that done. Now we need to do some gluing. So whatever side you want to tuck it into, whether you want to tuck it that way or whether you want to tuck it this way. So whatever flap way you want to tuck it, I'm going to do the bigger side over to the smaller side. I'm going to get my glue. And before I do anything else, I'm going to glue the bottom because you don't want things to fall out. So we're going to just put glue along here. You could do it all the way if you want, if you'd like, but it's mostly the bottom here. And I want to put it along the side that I want to fold over. So whichever side you decide that you want to fold over, whether it be right or left. So I'm going to tuck it in and then press it down, and that's where all the glue along the bottom and glue along the front. And you could put buttons here if you wanted to, if whatever. And that is that. And that is your little shirt loaded pocket where you can put goodies in here, goodies in here, because it's all sealed, and goodies in the top. Do I have anything handy that I could stick in there? Oh, for heaven's sake, it's under here. Okay, sorry, I had to look for, I had made these bookmarks. I was testing out some laminating sheets that you don't, the self-laminating, the ones that you don't need the machine. I do have a machine there, but anyway, just wanted to kind of show you, you can put all kinds of things in here. And I don't have anything small. See, I made this one that she had made, but I didn't really like my version. She did a good job, but I did a crappy job. Anyway, so there you have it. I just thought I would share that. I kind of liked having it looking like a little shirt. You could dress it up. You can put your little pens in there. You can put your all kinds of little goodies in there. Henrietta, you're not looking at my work. And, oh my goodness, Henry, you lost your hat. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.